Well, good morning. So we're going to finish up the introduction to doing Imago relationship therapy in the space between. And the authors say the basic tenet of Imago is being present and connecting through relationship is ultimately what transforms both partners, not attempting to change themselves or their partner as separate individuals. The basic tenet of Imago is being present and connecting through a relationship is ultimately what transforms both partners, not attempting to change themselves or their partner as separate individuals. And I think this statement really sums up the shift between doing therapy from a Newtonian sort of worldview to the quantum worldview. And the rest of the book will explicate the ideas that they brought forth in the introduction. So what are the non-negotiable conditions for restoring and sustaining connection? They say all Imago tools and techniques have the establishment of safety as their stated outcome or their intended effect. The partners have to know that they will never be attacked, discounted, or dismissed. Their safety has to be absolutely reliable and predictable. And I tell couples, if you want to have a great relationship, you have to keep the space between free of any negativity. Partners have to know that they will never be attacked, discounted, or dismissed. Their safety has to be absolutely reliable and predictable. And I can't stress this enough. After doing this Imago therapy for over 30 years, I just know that if you don't feel safe, you'll protect yourself. And would you not agree? If you don't feel safe, you'll defend. So the three practices that create and sustain safety, and which we use obviously in the office and I want couples to use, one is the Imago dialogue. The Imago dialogue process, now called safe conversation, consists of the mirroring, validation, and empathy, which it takes things out of the power struggle. It doesn't make one right and the other one wrong. The mirroring just makes sure you hear each other. The validation step confirms that this is what went on for me. You don't have to agree with it, but this is what's going on for me. And the empathy helps partners get in touch with their feelings surrounding the intellectual issue or whatever got brought up. So the Imago dialogue is one of the tools for creating safety or processes. The zero negativity process. Going zero negative is the central challenge in establishing safety and restoring connection. That's their quote. And I think this is the piece of the puzzle that seems to be hardest for couples to manage, because I think to some extent the negativity can be unconscious. So the challenge is to find a way to let your partner know that what they did didn't work without them getting even more defensive. And the caveat, of course, is it's the person on the receiving end who determines whether it's negative or not. All right? So the zero negativity process, no negativity in the space between. And the third one, the affirmations process, I thought this was interesting. Since the brain has a negativity bias because of the millions of years we humans lived in unsafe environments, it's not enough just to banish all negativity. That leaves the brain without its primary defense. So something has to be put in place there. When the affirmations process replaces negativity and the brain experiences safety and assurance of survival as a consequence, the brain eventually replaces negativity with positive social engagement as a lifestyle. And we do. We have a negative bias because for millions of years, we had to look out for what would kill us. The nice stuff is nice, but you keep your eye out for the stuff that's going to, end your life. So the rest of the introduction explains how the book is set up. It's in 4 parts and what each of the 4 parts contain. So part 1, which I'm going to look at next week, expands on the meta theory of Imago, in which the clinical theory is grounded. So what's the basic lens? I mentioned that last week, but look at it a little bit different or a little bit more. So the lens through which we look at our couples. And they end their introduction with this conclusion. Humans cannot exist joyfully without connecting. It's our nature. This is the quantum. It's our nature. It's the substance of our being. And without it, the world seems empty and dark like a vast ocean. Universally, couples desire to have the relationship of their dreams. No matter what their complaint or symptom or the details of their vision, embedded in every couple's vision of their dream relationship will be the desire to experience connecting. So there you have it. So my goal, obviously, in working through the book with you, is to assure you that, as my business card states, the tools are available in today's world to have the relationship of your dreams. I truly believe that, but obviously, it has to be safe. Okay? See you next week. Cheers.